could enter the pantheon of Dan or the Moon. Well, you learned the lesson now not to bluff me anymore, though. So now it's all over.
That's true. I stopped bluffing you.
I just want to convince you that I can win at poker, so that you start buying action of me in like 100Ks and $1 million buy-ins and things like that. What do I got to do? That's what I want to know. Do you know who busted me in my very first 100K? Trivia question for the fans at home. The answer is Antonio.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
This feels like a triple barrel.
Boy, people are playing some weird poker this session. I've never seen these like.
I see this all the time, by the way. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like people just go crazy, man. They start making all-ins, 25x and Phil Luck style.
I swear, like I've played now maybe like 180 different sessions on Ultimate or something like that, and I've never seen like play like this. It's absolutely crazy. You tell him. All right, so 2-8s here in the small blind. Let's see how this works out for us. We've lost our short stack. Let's see what happens. All right. I like it. If he re-raises, I'm pretty sure we're just calling. Pretty happily calling, right?
Yeah, of course.
Interesting. I actually don't hate either betting as a bluff or check calling. I think as long as we don't fold, I think it can't be too bad. Because if he has a 10, a queen, or jack, he's not folding at this point. If he has a king or an ace, he's not folding anyway. You know what I mean? So if you bet, he's probably only folding hands that we have pretty bad shape anyway.
It's not a bad card.
Straight flush draw.
Yeah.
Hello. I think I like this check too. I think we play this hand exactly identically so far. I'm very happy with how this goes. I feel like we played most of the hands we would have played identically, except for some of the pre-flop re-raising sizing. But I love it. It's great. Full house.
I mean, he might have checked back at 10, but I don't think he has a queen.
What about betting like 3 or 4?
Yeah, I like getting like small.
Yeah, because he might call you with like ace high, maybe like a small pair himself. You gotta just tap. If you click the middle. Yep, there you go. That's right. Customer support JCarver over here. Come on, there's no way he has us beat. Yeah. We tried our best. 3.
But that's just one of those hands where a lot of people don't ever even think of getting value, and I think that it's important.
For sure.
If you want to play poker, you got to try and get value there.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. If you had to tell me what you think your own biggest strength is in poker, what do you think it is? Like for me, I think my biggest strength is my ability to adjust to my opponents at the table, like to devise strategies based on how my opponents are playing. Do you feel like you have something like that you feel like is your biggest strength?
Yeah, mine is live reading.
Live reading definitely makes sense. When like do you think back to any particular moments in your career where that was like crucial in?
Yeah, I mean Daniel and I had a big one on high stakes poker where. I had jacks and he had king 10 and it was 10 queen rag. And he check raised me all in. I thought about it forever, And
then you realize Daniel never wins on high stakes poker and you can't possibly fold.
Actually, it's funny because it's a hand to like learn from if you watch it. But I kept talking to him whatever and he opened his mouth and then there's actually a moment where he like literally gives it away.
Ooh, nice little turn card. Interesting. You know what season?
This guy called on the flop. Should I?
Do you know what season that was? I like that. I like check raising here. If it checks through, it's like obviously the worst case scenario, but you still only have to dodge like.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, this is great.
It was on one of the early seasons, but there was literally a moment where he said something, and you could see that I saw that he was bluffing.
I would love to. I don't know if they would let us or how like the regulations of all that would go, but I would love to sit with you and rewatch some of the old high stakes pokers that you were on and talk about the hands or like break down like what you saw, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure on YouTube, as long as we're creating like new content on that content, we can actually do that. I'd love to do that. If you guys like that idea, send us some tweets at Jason Somerville, at Magic Antonio. Let us know if you like that idea because that sounds like a really cool thing.
Ooh, he's time banking us. What is that? What if he ships it here? No.
If he time banks and ships it, it's like
whatever.
I guess you got it. Yeah. You deserve it if you're running around high fiving your buds, before you go all in. I guess it's all right. All right. So far so good. We're up $100. You're up $100. That's pretty nice. this has been a very profitable little session so far.
Yeah, not so bad.
You good for another like 20 minutes? Is that right?
Sure.
Play 20 minutes more. So that's it. We'll do this like a mega episode with Antonio. That's it. Oh, that's it. You see, you delivered what the people wanted and got aces. That was exact justice. That's right. Karmatic reward right there. So,
by the way, a lot of my bet sizing pre-flop, I just like to click buttons.
Sure.
Just typing the numbers for me. Like I know that you do that, and I should,
right?
But it's really just a
but it's fine though,
lazy thing.
As long as you're doing like the same thing all the time, then
some spots really I would bet different amounts than I do, but it's so much easier to just click half pot or pot. You know?
This guy might just ship it here, as far as I know. Given how okay, just calls. Sure. Okay.
What a flop.
What a flop.
I think I got to lead out.
I agree. I like it. I feel like this could be definitely damn it.
I would have been happy to get it in there.
Yeah. Yeah, they have
you play all the spewy hands, you wake up with aces.
It finally comes 3-3-6 ready to go. This guy's taking forever.
I could have checked the flop too, but I mean, I just think it looks fishy.
Yeah, I mean, their odds are like they're both drawing very close to dead. I mean, they're like they have like two outs, on average if they continue. But I think betting there is fine because you're going to bet there like with everything,
Right.
I mean, I don't know if these guys are on the level where checking is definitely the best play to give them that rope, but certainly sometimes. Let's see what happens here. I think these guys are just like playing a bunch of tables or something maybe because they sure are taking a while to act. I feel like I make the joke that when I'm sitting by myself, I just like, especially I have like a scarf to knit when these guys take so long because it takes so long. This guy tanks, that guy tanks. It's just so silly. Post, let's go. There we go. All right, I think this is a pretty good spot to raise it up.
Yeah, I just love punishing the small blind.
Sure. Ooh. Nice.
Check back or bet?
I think both are viable, I mean, we don't have a king, so if he has a king, we're going to get paid a lot, which is nice. But he probably doesn't have a pair because he limped pre, so I think checking is okay. Checking is fine. Betting is fine. I think both are arguable. We haven't actually tried checking yet in this spot, so seems okay. We could have ace-jack. We could have hand like 2 sixes.
That's enough checking.
Yeah, that's definitely enough checking at this point, I guess. Damn it.
So sad.
You're not spewy enough, I guess.
It's so sad when you raise with 4-6 flop trips and you get no action.
Yeah. It's very painful.
You can have that one.
Yeah, that's right. Give him that $1. It's whatever. God, how fun has this been? We've had a great running up experience, right? It's been
probably more fun for you.
I've had a great.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, I always have a lot of fun though,
No, this is great. Thank you for having me.
Of course. This whole thing originally started from you actually, because you were the one that first really was like, "Hey, I've got this awesome thing with Ultimate, and they're doing cool stuff. You should come hang out." And that's how I started with running up. So this all basically was your brainchild, pretty much. He bets pot here.
I mean, I raised pre and he just leads right into me.
Yeah, for the whole pot. The full pot.
I can definitely put some heat on him.
You could. I mean, I don't know. When he pots out like this, is he often going to just fold? I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I hate folding here. 2 overcards.
I feel your pain, bro. This is... I feel it. I know. It hurts. I like that. Your little Matthew McConaughey impression there. Did you know you did that? All right. You just did that.
Did I? The only one I know of him is
Are you? You're not a big fan of like TV and stuff, right? You're mostly don't have the time to deal with TV and movies.
Collier?
Nah, you got it, bud. Take my $2. Good luck.
I have some TV shows that I watch.
Yeah?
Game of Thrones, House of Cards, Sons of Anarchy.
Nice.
Love those shows.
Nice. Sons of Anarchy just debuted a couple days ago.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Nice.
I wait until the whole season comes out.
Nice.
Then I watch it.
Boy, we've had a lot of like garbage hands this last few orbits. Did you see True Detective?
I watched half of the first episode.
It's worth pushing through. It's a little slow.
I heard it gets really good.
But yeah, it's definitely worth pushing through. Okay. You got it, bud.
Yeah, I heard it gets really good.
There. I mean, no spoilers, anything whatsoever. But there are some of the most beautifully shot scenes that I've ever seen in my life. In that, like
Really?
they did some amazing things with some of the stuff later on in the show. Really, really tremendous. Definitely worth the watch. Nice. Boom. There you go.
It's incredible how often you just raise in position, bet the flop, and they fold. I mean,
that's right.
And everybody knows it now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Works.
But it still works.
It still
what are you
works.
gonna do?
Yeah,
what can you do?
Yeah, you got to check raise or call light. No one likes doing those things. You know, it's so much easier just to fold.
7. Gotta call 5.
I usually peel this 2-1. How bad could it be?
I mean, I love my hand. I don't love it, but I like it.
Sure,
I like
sure.
this.
So I think in spots like this, I think I would tend to look to check raise if he bets smaller. But when he bets pot, I think I feel like I think actually we could even check raise this too if we really wanted to, because you would check raise very small, right? Because if you have a jack, we were check raising small no matter what, right? So
thing is, if he calls, we don't have a lot to get him off.
We have to turn it 8, 9, 10 basically is what we're trying to do.
Right.
I don't like calling. I think calling is probably not the best play. So it's either fold or check raised. And
if he had more, I would consider check raise.
Yeah, I like that.
Shove, but there's just not. I don't think he has enough.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. Sometimes you give it up.
There you go. I mean, we're definitely making mistakes against his range because we probably have like 25% against whatever it is he has, which I guess is not a mistake when he bets pot. But that's why you don't bet pot, boys and girls. That's it. We make no mistakes. Your opponents don't make as many mistakes. All right, I like this here. We are a little bit deeper with this guy, so I think I might have made it a little bit bigger, but it seems okay. Do you ever just check and give up on this board? Seems like the kind that's not going to hit us.
I mean, we can't really bet this card.
Yeah, how many 7s do we have that re-raise? Not too many. In fact, probably 0. Maybe just pocket 7s
just
exactly.
Have to give it up. Do I ever check give it up? Rarely. If I put money in the pot, I like to fight.
Right.
But and just because it's so hard for them to make a hand, but sometimes
on boards like this exactly, where these guys have been watching us for a while, they know we're a little bit splashier when it comes 4, 5, 6, and they go, well, he probably doesn't have the best end. He's showing us the queen deuce. Yeah, jack high, bro. What do you want from us to do here? You just get right back in there. No hands off.
F him.
That's it. I'm coming back for my $2.
He was so proud of his queen deuce.
Just take. Yeah. Boy,
this guy just loves to lead.
He just leads the pot, just fires it. Well, the correct strategy when people are doing that is just to have hands and not fold when they do it. Right? We just have to win less hands when they do that. Just win the big ones.
Yeah.
That's it. We just wait. We're just a patient panther over here. That's right. So I haven't seen your dad very often. Is he still? Nice. That's awesome. We used to be neighbors. Now we're not anymore. It's a little sad.
No. He's the best.
Yeah, your dad is awesome.
He really is the best.
You guys did a video prior to One Drop, which was like talking about your dad was in the video, a couple of cool things. Does he like doing that media stuff at this point? Is it fun for him?
I mean, he's impartial. I mean, he doesn't mind it. That's for sure.
Sure. Ooh, we got an old friend appearing, Spew Artist.
Who's Spew Artist?
He's just a guy who plays a lot of poker on Ultimate. We've battled quite a bit before. He's a aggressive player, likes to re-raise pre-flop, but he is like
perfect.
Yeah, he is exactly the kind of wizard that you have made your living off of filleting. So we'll see how that works out for him this time. Like less, more.
Trying to get to 14. There we go.
I'm surprised you like making it a little bit smaller here, but I mean obviously it's fine. I'm just a little surprised that you don't like making it a little bit bigger, but it seems okay. Interesting. I think we could debate check calling.
Yeah, I don't mind
sometimes,
check calling here.
Because we end up playing.
It's a good card.
It's definitely a good card.
I feel like he's gonna check back a lot of big heart draws.
I agree. I want to get value here.
Should just get value.
I think I would have bet bigger than half pot though. I think I would have bet closer to 40. What do you think about checking, getting him a chance to bluff, or do you think he has ace X too often?
He's going to check back a lot of cards.
Okay,
a lot of hands.
A lot of hands are like ace X, stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't even think he's the kind of guy that's going to bluff like a king of hearts. So I think we just want to bet here.
Just bet and hope he has ace highs, stuff like that. Yeah, I like that.
How much is in there?
120. Yeah, seems like I like it. Boom.
Ship it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Boom. Boom. That's
that
right.
Was nice.
That's
He's in pain.
Beautiful.
He just tried to hero us for sure.
He's in a lot of pain.
He had an ace.
The guy showing us the queen deuce, talking trash.
How's your queen deuce now, buddy?
That's right. That was a nice end. See, this is it. Like I told you, as advertised, aggressive online whiz kid.
Should we just?
I gotta say, I actually think I wouldn't mind raising here at all. We just won the last hand. You know, he probably thinks you're relatively. Ooh, you like making it this small, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean the stacks aren't that big.
Yeah, I mean,
if he had more money, maybe it's different. But
yeah, right.
I want to have. I like it when they have more money in front of them for later streets.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely get it. He's in a weird situation.
I feel like it accomplishes the same kind of thing. He's so squeezed there. Like, what's he gonna do? Just call and play out of position?
Right. Pretty good flop for us, unless he happens to have like ace 10 or better. I mean, if he has any ace, he's not going to fold to a single bet now. But or even like king queen isn't going to fold. But we got to try once. I like it. It's going to get the job done pretty often. If he just has like 2 7s or 2 10s even, might just fold right now. Okay.
He can very easily have an ace.
He could definitely have a single ace, for sure. Could even have king queen. But we did bet so small on flop that he has to peel with a lot of things, right? He can't fold 2 jacks on the flop when we bet that small on the flop, I think. So I don't hate the idea of betting twice.
I don't love it, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yep. The only issue is if he calls here, there's 200 on the pot and he has 100 behind, so it's hard to get him to fold anything that calls twice here. But we'll see.
True, which, by the way, he also knows that it would be ridiculous for us to shove when he's only got 100 behind.
That is definitely true. Definitely true. We actually have the best hand here sometimes, too, because we have a queen high. He could have worse hearts, could have jack 10, something like that. Obviously not when he tanks, but we do have the best hands sometimes. 3% of the time or something like that. I like the tanking. Tanking is a good sign for us. So.
One time, just give it up, Spew.
Oh,
shoot. I knew I didn't love it. Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Spew artist.
We tried.
That's it. We're trying to be a Spew artist, just like him, That's it. What can you do? I like it, though. I actually think it was good, but I think I would have bet a little bit bigger on the flop just because you really want to shoo out some of that nonsense. And I think if you bet a little bigger on the flop, then it makes betting the turn worse, because then he has better hands on the turn. But I think you just don't bluff turn then. Like you didn't want to bet on turn, but I think you can do that if you make it bigger on flop instead of 16. I think if you make it like 22 or 24, he folds more hands.
Right. I mean, I know that in that spot for me it just looks fishy. Like it was like a super weak bet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I definitely like your bet, but I wonder if making it a little bigger it makes it easier to not bet on turn.
I knew he was gonna 3-bet me too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to open a little tighter with him on the button behind you. All the options are on the table, boys.
All of them are there. All of them are there.
Every option's on the table, boys, in case you're curious right now.
I mean, let's just have a look.
Let's just have a look. I like it. I would call here too. That's quite the look we have. Yep.
All right.
It's actually kind of similar to the spot that we just put him in, except he's going to win the spot.
Correct.
It's very similar. Very similar.
Correct.
And he bets the same size you bet too. Obviously not the same pot size, but all right. Well, lessons learned for all of us. That's it. Sometimes the wizards get their magic spells successfully off. It happens. It happens. All right, we'll play like 3 more orbits, 12 more hands. How about that?
Okay.
Let's see if we can't spin it up a little bit more in our last few orbits here. Bit of an ambitious defend, but I think I would do defends as well. 6-3 offsuit.
You can make 2 pairs.
You can always make more of a kind.
Make a pair.
That's right. You can't win if you fold. That was an advice you gave to me once. It's true. Yeah, I like betting less here because we don't very often have aces, and if he has an ace or a queen, he's not folding no matter what we bet. So I think betting like 10-8 is probably going to be either going to accomplish or it won't.
That's a good card for us.
I agree. Going to give him the full pot.
I think full pot or all in. Like he's never going to call an all in.
No
shot. Not even with an ace.
If I had my vote, I'd like to vote full pot instead of all in. But you can do as you want. Oh no!
Wow.
He might have called a full all in.
Snapped us.
Wow.
With an 8?
Just an 8. Just an 8. You know?
Should have shoved.
You should have shoved it.
Never
He's
gone
never
to
calling for the shove. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Damn, you're right that he wasn't going to call a shove, but that's it. Your show coming out there tonight, Doctor? Yes, today.
Who do I know a few artists?
You don't know him, I don't think. I mean, I don't know your life perfectly, but I would guess that's true. Yes, sir. That's right. Where can our Phil's show? Where can the fans at home watch if they haven't caught it live on Discovery? Will it be on their
I don't know.
website?
I'm
hopefully?
assuming it will be. So
I'm
I
sure
don't
you'll
know.
have it tweeted or something, right? So you can always check
as
out
soon as
your.
we know,
you can just
we'll
check
send it
out.
to the people.
You can just check out Antonio's Twitter, twitter.com/magicantonio. Oh, 4 of a kind. He won $8 with his 4 8s. That's not what he's looking for there.
Just loves to be a hero with an 8, huh?
Yeah, you tried. If you
I mean, I did it right. I called his flop. I just felt like it was a good spot to just call and take it away on the turn.
He didn't have
but
anything.
He turned a pair.
It was a pretty unfortunate sequence of events that had to happen there. He had to turn a pair, and then call, and then hero, and then the river had to be a spade to get us to bluff, and then he had to call. So
We were bluffing anyway, but
yeah, I mean, of course, but yeah, swingy session.
I don't mind swinging.
As
I want to get this black knot before I go.
Let's try to get him for the whole pile one more time. We've got a couple orbits left. Let's see if we can do it. 10 p.m. That's right. Exciting times. At this point in your life, when you have a TV show debuting, does it get you excited, or is it like, oh, just it's like my 8th TV show debuting. It's no big deal at this point.
It's still exciting, but
Of
it's
course.
not as exciting as the first few times.
Sure. I mean, once you're a 100-foot billboard in Times Square, then really.
But it is still. I mean, it's Discovery Network. So,
Right.
I mean,
That's
Discovery's
amazing.
pretty big.
Yeah, that's huge, man.
So I mean,
That
yeah,
is
of course,
huge.
I'm very excited. I
Yeah.
just hope that people understand that the way the show works is you have to have character development and build up, and
Sure, it's
you can't
a
base
long,
it off the first episode. You
Sure,
know what I mean?
right. Is it a half hour or an hour?
It's an hour.
Hour. Nice.
What do you do here? I think you can call. I think you can 3-bet.
Yeah, I
Against
mean,
Spew, I don't mind 3-betting, but he's pretty deep.
in a 4-handed poker game, I think I'd rather raise than call. But if we were 9-handed, I would probably call.
Oh, well,
Definitely.
now it's
yeah.
for sure a
Now
call.
it's for
That's
sure,
for sure.
a raise. I mean, yeah. Because now it looks like the Spew artist that we could just be squeezing. He obviously knows what a squeeze is. He's squeezed us like 9 times already. So if he goes,
Please don't re-raise.
if he puts pressure on us, we're going with it, right? We have to go with
for
it.
sure. We're
yeah.
going with it.
All right.
Fasten your seatbelt.
That's it. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Just have ace king or no, or just fold. Either way. All right, boys. Buckle up.
This is great.
This is
We
it.
work all that hard work.
All that hard work
on
comes
this
down
hand.
to this 10's hand. That's it. Okay. All right. I
All
like
in
it.
or
I think we make it
124?
I think we make it smaller and let him shove if he has 9s or 7s, right? If he has jacks or better, he's never going to fold if we shove, obviously. So I think he makes more mistakes when we make it smaller like this. The only thing is, like, if he ever has king queen and folds king queen to a shove, but shoves himself
But
in
would
this
shove,
case,
right. Which
that's
I don't think you would ever.
yeah,
do.
that's the only thing.
Right,
All right,
right.
here we go. Oh no,
Why does this always happen to us?
spade.
Brutal.
Damn. What a. How does this happen to us? That was such a brutal cooler. What can you do? What can you do? Well,
Oh well.
yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do though. Really, like once he opens, I mean, in that exact situation, it was like we're basically just dealt to give him $300. We should have just ran when Spew Artist came. He's too good. At least we're all in Medusa's here, right?
Correct.
There's still a chance. We could still win some money back.
Call. I've never wanted to call against 2 deuces.
Okay. That seems about
That
right.
was my last hand, sir.
I think that's it. We could hit a 10 or a deuce.
Damn, we had 500 at one point.
Yeah, we had 500. And now we don't have 500.
No.
But we only lost 100. All things considered, it wasn't too painful for us.
not
And you
so
won
bad.
50 anyways. You only lost 50 this
Yeah,
whole
that's
this whole session.
Let's flip for it.
Sure. How do we flip for it? Let's do
Let's
red
go
black.
red or black on
red
the
black
next hand.
next flop. Sure. All right. So you want red or black?
I'll take red.
Okay, I got black. Perfect. Let's see. Let's see how this
18,000
works
or
out.
zero?
18. I thought 100 is 0. So let's start with that, right? We'll try to run it up. All right. Let's see. Come on, black knot. I have black.
Yeah.
I have black. Okay, let's see it. Yeah. All right. So you have 100 now.
I have 100.
All right. Is that okay? You want to keep flipping?
I'll do another one.
All right, another one. All right, for 200. So we'll do red again. I have black.
Yeah.
All right, this is nice.
Let's double it if it's all the same color.
All right, so if it's so even with the 4-color deck. So I'm saying it's like all
Most decks are 4 colors.
No,
I
but
mean,
2 colors. That's what I'm saying.
4 suits, 2 colors.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying is if it's
If it's all red, it's double.
if it's all red. Okay, you
It's
got
all
it.
the same suit times 5.
Okay, so but if I win, so then it would be
Yeah.
200 on my side. Gotcha. Okay.
So it's double or times 5. If it's all the same suit.
Double.
If it's 3 hearts, it's times 5.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Yep. That sounds fine.
Straight flush times 25.
Just 2 times 5. I'm gonna have to go back and lead in this anyway.
Ship it.
All right, 200.
So you owe me 200.
I owe you
Correct.
200 right
Okay.
now.
So again,
Okay, one more time.
same thing.
Okay,
Do
yeah.
25 if it's a straight flush. It never happens.
All right, 25 times if it's a straight flush.
Yeah.
5 times if it's
A flush.
a flush. So of all exact
yeah, and
suit.
double if it's all.
400 or 0 if
Yeah.
it's either way.
Correct.
All right, you got it. This is much. Who needs poker? What
Wow,
is this?
if it's a straight flush, you can owe me 5,000.
I know you 5,000. Oh my god, that's gonna be a lot.
That'd be so
That would
beautiful.
be a lot.
Let me get this to 10,000. It'll be such a good story.
Yeah, we didn't make money today, but at least Antonio might run it up. At least there is that. We'll have to see. All right, so we're on for 400 or 0 or more if it's.
I could go your
3
way
of the
too.
suit. Yeah, that's right. You could owe me a
win
bunch.
40-something hundred.
That's right.
I'd be so tilted.
I'll be at your door knocking to collect in an hour from now, just so you know.
problem.
I'm
a quick pair.
I want to. Yeah, I feel like we have a very good record, very good history of fairly quick pace. So I feel like that's always helpful.
Come on, one more time.
All
Let's
right.
get you in the like 800 flip zones from
Where-
50.
where
That's kind of it's like a big
that is,
sweat.
That
you
is
know?
a big sweat at that point.
That's what you got me in New Jersey until I got out. Come on,
Yeah.
Yes!
We'll get all the way to. We'll get,
ship it. We're
wow.
400.
What is this?
Oh, wow.
What is this
Just
deck
with
here?
a couple more, we're gonna be.
All right,
doing good.
one more.
Okay.
One more. So this one, if you win, I owe you 10 grand if it's all straight flush. 25 times
Yeah.
400.
Correct.
Damn, gambling. The kids be gambling. Well, we didn't run it up today, but we still have a shot that Antonio might run it up,
Correct.
depending on how this hand goes. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed either way. So we'll wrap it up while we're flipping.
Come on,
here.
baby.
Yeah.
No flop.
Don't forget, you guys can follow Antonio on Twitter @MagicAntonio. You can follow me on Twitter @JasonSomerville. RunItup.com for all your Run It Up needs, things like that. We'll be back on the warpath trying to heal it up. Got a couple episodes before. I actually think we might have another guest on tomorrow's show. I know, how exciting. Who could follow up Magic Antonio? You'll have to come back tomorrow to find out. Let's see if we win this flip. Hopefully we do. And then it won't be too painful. Then we just had a friendly hangout. Not losing $800 to you while we lose money.
Come on.
Let's see. I just wanted to come like 3, 4, 5 of all space.
Like, Phil Lockwood has done this to me before where we started at $50 and he's won 24,000. So I've never done that to anybody, but I would love for one time to do it. Come on, one time. Red, all red.
Nice. That's it. Friendly evenness. Thanks for coming on, bro. This was a lot of fun. Don't forget, guys, message Antonio on Twitter @MagicAntonio, and we will see you guys back for more very soon. Peace. This is the Dan O'Brien Show. I'm just merely the guest here. I actually just saw earlier today that you're now like 21st on the Global Poker Index.
I don't know.
I
I don't know why I would be. I don't know what I've done.
Oh, Dan O'Brien money feels so good on my titties. Anybody who is good on camera is at least a little bit psychotic. Nice.
That makes sense. I'm about half the man you are.